Welcome back, everybody. I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD. Give the scorecards a moment to update. But yeah, we're back for some more Battle for Midway. This time, Division D or Group 4, whatever you want to call it. We have European Dragoons facing off against FJRD Hyperion Rocket Raiders. Let me get the timer rolling. There we go. So yeah, I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD. What else can we say? We're in week 4 of a 5-week tournament. You know, we're almost done. Almost at the end here. Can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But yeah. European Dragoons versus FJRD Hyperion Rocket Raiders. Looks like Team 1 locking in under a minute. Will the Hyperion Rocket Raiders do the same? Yeah, this is Battle for Midway. If y'all don't know the rules by now, shame on you. But to be fair, neither do I, so shame on me as well. I'm just here to cast. Anyways, Battle for Midway, it's 7v7 tournament. Game mode is Conquest. All caps are open to be grabbed. You win by destroying all the enemy mechs and basically just getting to 750 tickets. Just get to 750 tickets in the Conquest game mode, and that's it. The drop will be yours. There are 5 drops per match, so it's a best of 5. But as this tournament is based on the number of wins in those 5 drops per match, it's not really best of 5. It's more of try to get all 5. Alrighty. Both teams are locked, so let's get straight to Big Stompy Robots. Now, this is Frozen City Night Classic. I believe that the reason that this map is chosen over Frozen City Classic is because you don't have to deal with the snowstorms. So, you know, you're not being blinded. You have great visibility. Whereas on the daytime version of the map, there's the potential of snowstorms, and you know, visibility just goes down the drain if that's the case. Over here on Team 2 side, that's the red team, that's FJRD. Looks like we have 2 Blackjack Arrows, a Thunderbolt 5SS, make that 2 Thunderbolt 5SSs, 2 Osiris 1Ps, and an Arctic Wolf 1. So this screams brawl to me. Let's race on over to Team 1 side. What do we got? I see a Javelin 11F, probably heavy machine guns, 3 Hellspawn 8Ps. What's on those Hellspawns? Are they just SRMs? Nice. An Executioner A, and 2 more Javelin 11Fs. Now it looks like European Dragoons sending 2 light mechs out to Theta right off rip. The rest of the team splitting up to cap Gamma and Kappa. Meanwhile, looks like FJRD threw up a UAV at the entrance to the tunnel, trying to see if Dragoons does a tunnel push, that they will be aware of it. Hyperion Rocket Raiders taking Sigma, taking Epsilon, and now moving on down towards Theta. Will they set up in the buildings here? Nope. They're going to try to look down on Theta, see if they can see anything. Did not see anyone there. So looks like they might actually set up in the city here and wait for the brawl. Now, European Dragoons here doing some jump scouting, burning their jump jets, trying to get sight on Hyperion Rocket Raiders. Rocket Raiders letting loose the medium X pulses from across the gap. Now, those Hellspawns are SRMs. They don't have the range just yet, but the more that Hyperion Rocket Raiders advances, the closer those Hellspawns get to being able to more reliably land those SRMs. Looks like Tundro might get caught out there. Yep, Tundro's about to get caught out by a big old wolf pack coming from Dragoons, but manages to make an escape into the low ground. Hyperion Rocket Raiders throwing up UAVs. Dragoons doing the same. I see, what, 5 UAVs on screen right now? Ooh, looks like Tundro got legged in the low ground, trying to come up the ramp, and was taken out. Down goes Tatman. Looks like Lord of Death in the back is the next target called for the wolf pack. So the rest of Hyperion Rocket Raiders needs to press this advantage. They have the mechs. Down goes Kalsari. Lord of Death finally goes down. It's still a 5-on-5. The mech count is even across both teams. Volp's Anima looking pretty beat up. MC Outlaw going down really quick. Masagas going down. Okay. Chummer goes down. C91 goes down. Ooh. Volp's Anima overheating, self-destructing. Aiden Crenshaw got legged there. Is Heckler also legged? Heckler is also legged. Down went Aiden. Heckler is the only mech left for European Dragoons. Heckler goes down, and that's a point for FJRD. Go ahead and take a moment, look at those stats, if that's what you're into. I'm going to take this time to update the scorecard. Ba-boom. Damage numbers very even across both teams. Like, incredibly even. Alrighty, let's get back into the lobby and start swapping team sides, swapping the region. Alrighty, sides have been swapped. Let's start that timer. Oh man, water is good for you. Whew. Yeah. Looking back on the previous drop, had a nice fight. Ebon Dragoons trying to send the wolf pack around and eat Hyperion rocket raiders from the rear. But I think that allowed Hyperion rocket raiders to kind of snowball on the offensive front because both teams were down a mech. Yeah, sure, whatever. But Dragoons sacrificing 3 mechs to take out 1 mech, leaving what? 3 mechs against essentially 5? A 3v5? So, it was a risky play. It was a very risky play. And it almost paid off. Still have about 2 minutes 50 seconds left on the timer for Team 1. Looks like Hyperion Rocket Raiders swapping out some players. Swapping out Masagas for capital letters. Very fitting that the name is in all caps. Starting to get the green lights coming out from Hyperion Rocket Raiders. Looks like they're going to be doing a 3-4 split across Alpha Bravo. And that's the lock call. And it looks like Team 2, European Dragoons, gonna be sitting here doing a 4-3 split. Bravo Charlie, or Alpha Bravo. 3-4 split. Okay. And I'm gonna take a moment, swap sides on the scorecards, just to make sure that, everything's on the right sides when we get into the match. Looking like a 1-4-2 split across Alpha Bravo Charlie now for European Dragoons. The board is green with the readies, just waiting on the lock call. Alrighty. Let's get to the match. Over here on Team 2 side, I'm seeing 3 Arctic Wolf 1s, an Executioner A Mislinks Prime, and 2 Vipers. Nice. So yeah, this screams brawl to me. Indeed, lots and lots of brawl. Lots of SRMs, machine guns, red lasers. Ooh, over here on Team 1 side, that's Hyperion Rocket Raiders. That's the blue team. I'm seeing 2 Charger 1A1s. What's on those? Large X pulses and small lasers. Seeing Arctic Wolf 1, Javelin 11F, Viper, Osiris 1P, and a Piranha A. What's on that Piranha? AP Goss and a heavy small laser. Okay. Capital letters turning around to quickly cap Gamma. Meanwhile, the rest of Hyperion Rocket Raiders seems to be heading towards Kappa. Meanwhile, over here on the Dragoon side, the Mislinks turned around, grabbed Sigma. The rest of the mechs moving up towards Epsilon and Theta. Looks like the 2 Vipers were sent out to cap Theta as quickly as possible. There's no knowing if they'd been scouted, but it looks like Hyperion Rocket Raiders is going to be pushing up over the saddle. Very interesting. Interesting move. Dragoons setting up in the city between Epsilon and Theta. Looks like those Arctic Wolf 1s might be peeking, trying to see if they can lure in Hyperion Rocket Raiders so that they can blast them with those SRMs. Hyperion Rocket Raiders continuing their advance, pushing over saddle. Looks like 4's gonna go yellow mode and try to prevent the Kappa cap. Looks like capital letters in that Piranha taking Sigma. Vipers and Mislinks and the Arctic Wolves now starting to converge on Hyperion Rocket Raiders. Tundra way out of position, getting caught out in the open, goes down. Now it looks like the enemy lights and pseudo lights focusing down FJRD and 4. FJRD being in an Arctic Wolf 1. Tatman self-destructing, overheating in that Arctic Wolf 1. FJRD goes down. Down goes Paul Myers. Looks like the next target is 4 in the Viper for Dragoons. Ooh, down goes Chummer. It's a 5v4. I can't really say it's in Hyperion Rocket Raiders' favor because 4 is so close to death. He's at 16, 15%, 14. Finally goes down. Down goes Outlaw Hunter in the Osiris 1P. It's now a 3v4. Never mind, Aiden Crenshaw overheats, self-destructs in the Arctic Wolf 1. Gotta watch that heat. Those things are hot. Looks like MC Outlaw is out here. Got legged. And goes down. It's a 3v2 in Hyperion Rocket Raiders' favor, but Dragoons does have the 3 cap, and it looks like they're sending the Arctic Wolf 1 up to cap Gamma to flip it into a 4 cap. Kalasari goes down. Hyperion Rocket Raiders spreading out to capture points, try to get that cap, the cap lead to not be so extensive. 2 mechs heading out towards Kappa. looks like they're gonna sit on it. One mech running out towards Epsilon and trying to uncap that. Nath in the Arctic Wolf 1 deciding to take the low ground, pushing towards what looks to be Theta. Now it's important to note that capital letters is not legged, so he can zip around the map and capture points. Looks like Nath here taking the what is that? The Bravo ramp, and pushing straight towards Epsi. Taking a little bit of a roundabout way. Spots the Charger 1A1, Lord of Death, and looks like Nath is gonna go on the hunt for the Charger 1A1. Nope, never mind. He's gonna double back and sit on Epsi, try to flip it back into their control. Oh, nope, just uncapping it. Okay, smart. Nath taking a very wide route towards Sigma. What is that? Is that Lord of Death in the Charger 1A1? Yep, it is. Looks like he's moving up, trying to get eyes on where Nath is, and is going to sit on Epsilon to cap it. Meanwhile, Nath makes his way towards Sigma, uncaps it, and flips it towards his team's possession. Nath has been spotted by the 1A1 and capital letters. Capital letters getting stuck on the wall, gets legged. Ooh, but Nath also gets legged. Down goes Nath, and that's another point for Hyperion Rocket Raiders. And I'm going to update the scoreboard here. Ba-boom. 4 in the Viper, Outlaw in the Osiris 1P, both dropping 115 damage. They're twinning. Do we got any other twins in this match? I do not believe so. Yeah, no. Sadness. Only one set of twins today. Alrighty, let's get to swapping the map in the region. And Team 1 is on the clock. Stay thirsty, my friends. Drink water. Now, I will say that last drop was looking very good for Dragoons with those Arctic Wolves, but unfortunately, they overheated. They weren't managing their heat, and those self-destructs costed them that drop, in my opinion. I think two out of the three Arctic Wolves self-destructed, which is not something you want to see. Now, maybe they just got halved while they were at high heat, you know, and in that case, like, yeah, it happens. But if they weren't halved and they just weren't managing their heat, you hate to see it. Score is currently 2-0 in FJRD Hyperion Rocket Raiders favor. Yeah, favor. It's the only word I can think of. Looks like FJRD Hyperion Rocket Raiders setting up for a 3-4 split across Bravo and Charlie. Team 1 side. Team 2 now on the 5-minute timer. Alrighty. Both teams are locked. I was about to say, I know Team 1 is locked. Oh, man. Hey, Kaylee, thank you so much for the raid. Alrighty, over here on Team 1 side, that's the blue team. That's FJRD, Hyperion, Rocket Raiders. Looks like we have two Black Lanterns. One is a D, one is an A. We have 2 Orion VAs, a Catapult A1, a Viper F, and a Charger 3K. Zipping over to Team 2 side as fast as we possibly can. I see a Commando 1D, a Timberwolf A, Orion P, a Timberwolf S, a Direwolf A, a Vapor Eagle Rival. Wow, okay. And a Blackjack Arrow. What's on the Rival? ER Peeps and HMGs. Okay. What about the Onion? ER Peeps, Light Goss. Interesting. Paul Myers heading straight for Kappa off rip before anybody from Hyperion Rocket Raiders can do anything about it. Paul Myers already retreated back to the safety of his team. Now, Dragoons has the range advantage right now, as it looks like Hyperion Rocket Raiders brought the brawl. Well, let's go sit over on top of Dragoons. Are we gonna get a tunnel push? It looks like we're getting a tunnel push from Hyperion Rocket Raiders. At least one mech pushing through the tunnel right now. Looks like he's waiting for friendlies, while Dragoons heads out towards Thetas and is capping it up into a full cap. Looks like Dragoons is setting up out in the water. They're expecting the brawl push to come. Tundra in the Viper out here. What? Why are you all the way out here? What do you have? HMGs, ER micros, why? Okay. So it looks like Hyperion Rocket Raiders might be setting up for a pincer attack. A little bit of a hammer and anvil type action. Hyperion Rocket Raiders coming out of the tunnel, now pushing down through the chokes into Dragoons. Kalsari in that Vapor Eagle, a little bit too close for those ER peeps. You know, those ER peeps do get hot, so you know you want to have a little bit of distance. Looks like the Viper and the Black Lanterns from Hyperion Rocket Raiders have engaged with the backline of Dragoons, pulling off a lot of focus from the fast approaching Brawl Rush. Down went capital letters. Down goes Rodney McKay. Down goes Chummer. Oh man. The hammer and anvil's working out so far. Down goes Outlaw Hunter. Tundra's about to go down. Down goes Nath. Down goes Tundro. Down goes Kalsari. It's a 3v3. Ooh. Down goes Lord of Death. Yeah, it's a 3v3 right now. Down goes C91. Now, there's this Timberwolf S that Hyperion Rocket Raiders had their back to, but they've turned around. They're starting to focus this Timberwolf. Let's see if we can get some information on him. Heads open, left leg. Oh, sorry, both legs are gone. It's a 3v1 now. In Hyperion Rocket Raiders' favor. However, Dragoons does have the 4 cap. So Hyperion Rocket Raiders really needs to spread out and capture multiple points. And it looks like Paul Myers gonna flip the 5 cap on Hyperion Rocket Raiders here very quickly. Niger D in that Catapult A1 trying to sneak up on Paul Myers. Paul Myers looking around, trying not to get caught. Starts running, making a move towards the water. Let's see if we can get some information on the Commando. Ooh, Commando gets locked up on some obstacles and is able to make his way away from FJRD. FJRD pop-tarting with those SRMs. No, FJRD, you gotta focus on Caps. Caps! Don't worry about the mech! Caps! No. Oh, I don't know if there's actually enough time. Paul Myers in that Commando, shrugging off damage left and right. Trying to survive as long as possible. Keep Hyperion Raiders distracted for as long as possible. Now, Hyperion Rocket Raiders really needs to spread out and capture all 5 points. See if we can get some information on the catapult. Pretty fresh.
We have gained Epsilon.
Relatively fresh. Just a little bit of backshot damage. But that front armor is still good. Dan in that Charger 3K. 4 large X pulses. Still fresh. You know, just a little bit of backshot damage as well. And it looks like this is going to be another FJRD Hyperion Rocket Raiders win. Go ahead and take a look at those stats while I update the scorecard. Looking at the damage numbers, pretty evenly spread. 2 mechs from Hyperion Rocket Raiders dropping less than 100 damage. Both of them, the Black Lanterns. Alrighty. Back in the lobby. Ugh. Sides have been swapped, so let's start that 5-minute timer. Hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a look at the chat. I've been ignoring it for a while. Blah 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh, Artillery Hamster, why do you do this to me? You type in blah, 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 and I'm saying blah, blah, blah. Just get to your blah, blah, blah comment. Awesome. Alrighty. Back to the lobby. Still got about 3.5 minutes left on the timer. I am going to take a moment, though, to swap the team's sides on the scorecard, just so that there's no confusion if we get into the drop and I forget to swap it. A little over 2.5 minutes left on Team 1's timer. Looks like Team 1 opting for a 2-2-3 split across Alpha Bravo Charlie. Team 1 has locked. So let's start the timer for Team 2. Are they going to go for a 4-3 split? We'll see. Looks like both teams sitting pretty at 450 tons, which is the appropriate tonnage for this drop. Drop number 4. Looks like almost all players are ready. Just waiting on the team lead from Hyperion Rocket Raiders to ready up and call the lock. There's the ready. And just waiting on the lock call. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Maybe if I take another sip of water. As always, Mech Warriors, keep water handy. We're getting into the warmer months of the year. You know, stay hydrated, stay focused. Still have about 3 minutes, 20 seconds left on the timer for Hyperion Rocket Raiders. There's the lock call. And let's get straight to the match. I wonder what teams are going to bring. Are they going to bring long range? Are they going to bring mid range? Pop-Tarts? Brawl? What does Forest Colony Snow Classic call for? Let's see what these teams decide to bring over here on Team 1 side. That's the blue team. That's Dragoons. We have 2 Annihilator 2As, a Longbow 13 NAIS, Warhammer Black Widow, Phoenix Hawk 7S, a Arctic Cheetah E, and a Flea 19. Actually, I'm 7 small pulls. Okay. No snubbies. AC5s, light peeps on those Annihilators. Nice. Okay. There we go. Sorry, my frames dropped to 0 for a couple seconds there. Over here on Team 2 side, that's the red team. That's FJRD, Hyperion Rocket Raiders. We have a Mislinks G, a Catapult A1, a Viper F, Crusader 6T, Stone Rhino 4s, 2 of them, and a Black Lantern D P. Platinum. Double platinum. You guys thought I would say something else. Tisk tisk. Jebel capping Kappa. Meanwhile, FJRD in the Catapult A1 lying in wait at the mouth of the tunnel. But looks like Dragoons is setting up for a water receive. Now, Hyperion Rocket Raiders here do have the 3 cap, so they're not in any position to really force anything. Lord of Death getting pounded here. Ooh, that right leg is open. 3 plasma cannons. Okay. 3 plasma cannons, 4 AC-10s on that Stone Rhino 4. Lord of Death has been legged. Aiden Crenshaw in that longbow taking some serious damage. Outlaw Hunter in the other Stone Rhino 4 sitting at a very nice percentage. Spread damage. Dragoons able to cap Theta away from Hyperion Rocket Raiders. Capital Letters out here all alone in a 3v1. Gets legged and taken out. Lord of Death sitting at 33% now. The Annihilators are pushing the advantage. Pushing in closer. Down goes Lord of Death. Down goes Outlaw Hunter. Ruh-roh. This is looking like it's going the way of the Dragoons. For up here in the Black Lantern D Platinum, getting taken out by the 3v1. Dan in the Crusader 6T trying to fight off the 2 lights that are 2 lights in the medium that are pushing on him. FJRD in the Catapult A1 saying, you know what, if I'm going down, I'm taking at least one of you guys with me, or I'm going to try to. Down goes Dan, down goes FJRD. How hurt is this Annihilator? Oh, so close. How about the longbow? Woof. But that Warhammer Black Widow is really fresh. As is the Phoenix Hawk Arctic Cheetah. And the other Annihilator. Wow, okay. Jebel in the Mislinks G. Looks like he's gonna do some sneaky maneuvers here. And run through tunnel. Looks like he's gonna make his way towards Gamma, but he's gonna get cut off here, possibly by C91 in the Flea 19. C91 setting up at the mouth. These 2 engage. C91 trying to take shots on Jebel whenever he can, but ultimately trying to run for his life. That CT is open. It is orange. C91 now has Jebel backpedaling. Oh, how the tables have turned. It's a 3v1 situation for Jebel. I do not believe he's going to make it out of this alive. Down goes C91. Jebel gets legged and taken out. That is a Dragoons win. Very nicely done. And I'm going to update the scorecard. Boop, 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 boop. Looking at those damage numbers, Tatman dropping 934 damage. Wow. Okay. Capital Letters dropping a mere 29 damage in that Viper. He got caught out in the open in the 3v1. It was not a good look early into the match. Team 2 has 2 minutes to ban a map. Looks like we're going Canyon. And let's start that 5-minute timer. And I'll take this moment to read up on chat. Much love to you as well, Artie. Much love. You know, I'm always casting matches. Always. Always. Though, who knows? Maybe Tournament of Stars, I might come out of retirement, play for a team. Who knows? Though I will say, I do enjoy casting matches simply because I don't have to worry about, practicing. I get to be lazy and say, oh, this is what you guys should have done. I get to be the eyes in the sky that gets to look on everything with perfect 20/20 vision. Still about 3 minutes. Left on the clock for Team 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the 7th player. Looks like Hyperion Rocket Raiders opting for a 4-3 split across Bravo Charlie, Team 1 side on Canyon Network. Missed the 2-minute warning, so you know what? I'm giving them a 1-minute 40-second warning. Because why not? Everybody needs warnings. You get a warning. Chat gets a warning. And that's a lock from Team 1. Let's get the timer started for Team 2. Looks like Team 2 swapping around where they're going to be dropping from. Looks like they want a 1-3-3 split. Maybe, potentially. Green across the board. That's the lock call. Get her done. Alrighty. Let's switch over to the match view. Man, I only have like 2 sips of water left. It's crazy. I had a full glass. It's all the talking. Alrighty. Looking at the mechs here, we have 3 Dragon Flames, a Corsair 7A, 2 Direwolf Cs, and a Jenner 2C coming out from Team 2. That's the red team. That's Dragoons. What are they rocking on these Direwolves? ER Large Gauss, AC2s, AC5's Heavy Peeps on the Corsair. Okay, interesting. Ooh, Snack Dragons. Love it. Love it. Racing off to Team 1 side here. Let's see if we can get some readouts before they start moving. I'm seeing Crusaders. Well, just two 6Ts, 2 Phoenix Hawk 7Ss. I'm guessing snubs and smalls. Snub and smalls, snub and smalls. Snub and smalls. Snub and smalls. Oh, light PPC, heavy PPC. Okay. A Marauder Alpha. A Stone Rhino 4, and a Cyclops 11A. Merm 50, 3 Rack 2. Interesting. Okay. Saying, you know what? I want the burst damage. I want the big meaty MRM 50 followed up with the sustain of the triple Rack 2. Aiden Crenshaw in the Jenner 2C. Making his way out towards Epsilon as fast as possible. He's going to get some scouting information if he rounds that corner. He's going to be able to see that all of FJRD is coming down that side. Looks like Aiden Crenshaw took a couple of shots on the left side of his mech. Is getting chased by the Phoenix Hawk. Ooh, Phoenix Hawk choosing to go for the longer shots. Shooting outside of optimal of those snubbies. letting those direwolves know, hey, I see you. Now, if I were Dragoons, I'd be sending that Jenner 2C out to cap Kappa, since they know that FJRD is stacked up here on the 4 line. I'd be sending that Jenner 2C out to cap Kappa, get the 4 cap, let the rest of your team just hold the line. Now, that's what I would do. But, you know, I'm not the team lead. Aiden Crenshaw getting shot from an angle he's not looking at. Jebel goes down. Jebel was way out of position. Aiden Crenshaw trying to get in close on Lord of Death in that Marauder Alpha, trying to get those back shots, end this man's career as fast as possible. Lord of Death being taken down to just a single AC5. Never mind, he gets taken out. Tundro goes down. Aiden Crenshaw gets taken out. Looks like FJRD is the next target called. 4 self-destructs. FJRD goes down. All that's left is Dan in the Phoenix Hawk 7S, because Outlaw Hunter goes down. It's a 1v6 situation. Can Dan clutch it? Clutch or kick, Dan. Clutch or kick. Dragoons moving towards Theta Sigma, probably knowing that Dan here is making his way through the trenches. C91 didn't seem like he saw Dan. But Chummer up here might. Rodney McKay. Chummer definitely saw Dan. Rodney definitely saw the Phoenix Hawk. Ooh, did Chummer get legged? Chummer did get legged. He's about to get halved. Can he take out Dan before he gets taken out himself? Ooh, Chummer goes down. Dan not looking good here. That right torso is cherry. Meanwhile, Rodney McKay chasing down Dan. Kalsari in that direwolf, letting loose those ER larges. Dan, unfortunately, running into a fresh snack dragon, gets taken out. GG. And that's a win for European Dragoons. Update the scorecards. Ba-boom. Ooh, Jebel with only 1 damage dealt. So sad to see. But, yeah. Great match, guys. Great match. Final score is 3-2 in FJRD Hyperion Rocket Raiders' favor. Alrighty. That being said, final score 3-2 Hyperion Rocket Raiders favor. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out, supporting MWO Comp, supporting the tournament, supporting us casters, supporting these teams. Thank you, Livish, for putting on the tournament. Thank you, PGI. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. As always, stay hydrated. I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD. And I'm just here to let you know, keep it luscious. See you next time.